This is the DEFCON Warning System. Alert status for 1 p.m. Universal Time Coordinated, Monday, the 17th of November 2025. Condition green, DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats at this time. We begin with developments in the Pacific. On the 7th of November 2025, Hainan-based state media announced the official commissioning of China's new aircraft carrier Fujian, hull number 18. It is the first carrier both designed and built entirely by China's People's Liberation Army Navy, and notably, the first equipped with an electromagnetic catapult launch system. The Fujian's EMALS technology mirrors that used on the U.S. Navy's Ford-class carriers, allowing heavier fixed-wing aircraft, including the KJ-600 airborne early warning platform, to operate from its deck. This is intended to improve sortie rates compared to China's earlier ski-jump carriers. However, analysts caution that while the Fujian marks a significant advancement, it still trails the United States in several key areas, including nuclear propulsion, overseas basing, and simultaneous launch and recovery efficiency. From a strategic threat standpoint, the implications are clear. First, China's naval projection continues to expand. The Fujian enables higher sortie rate operations beyond the first island chain, extending China's reach deeper into the Pacific and toward key choke points in the second island chain. Second, this commissioning is more than ceremonial. It signals to Japan, Australia, Taiwan, and U.S. regional allies that China is approaching peer competitor status in maritime power projection. Third, while there are no indications of nuclear weapons aboard the carrier, its capabilities broaden China's operational envelope. This includes enhanced naval airstrike potential, expanded early warning capacity, and improved anti-surface and anti-submarine coverage, all of which influence deterrence dynamics and escalation planning. Finally, for the nuclear monitoring community, the Fujian represents another node in China's growing multi-domain architecture across air, sea, cyber, and missile platforms, potentially complicating U.S. and allied crisis response options in the future. Turning now to the Korean Peninsula. Also on the 7th of November, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea launched a suspected short-range ballistic missile toward its eastern waters. Initial reports indicate the missile traveled roughly 700 kilometers from an inland launch site. The timing is notable. The launch closely followed joint U.S.ROK military drills and the arrival of a U.S. aircraft carrier strike group in the region, developments North Korea quickly condemned as provocative. This launch continues a consistent pattern seen throughout 2025, with Pyongyang conducting frequent tests to exert regional pressure, signal deterrence, and complicate international arms control efforts. North Korea's defense minister, No Kwon-chol, issued statements promising more aggressive actions in response to what the regime describes as hostile activity by the United States and South Korea. Although this particular launch did not threaten U.S. territory or allied land installations, as confirmed by U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, it has nevertheless increased regional alertness and strained missile defense postures. From the DEFCON perspective, while this was not a nuclear warhead launch, it reinforces the low threshold for escalation on the peninsula. North Korea retains nuclear-capable missile systems, and conventional launches accompanied by aggressive rhetoric raise the risk of miscalculation. The United States and South Korean forces have expanded subsurface, aerial, and space-based monitoring of North Korean missile activity. Any future test involving long-range or submarine-launched systems would represent a significant elevation in strategic concern. Additionally, the growing pace and variety of DPRK missile operations continue to challenge the resilience of Allied early warning, command and control, and missile defense architectures, an area that will require ongoing assessment. The DEFCON Warning System is a private intelligence organization which has monitored and assessed nuclear threats by national entities since 1984. It is not affiliated with any government agency and does not represent the alert status of any military branch. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, visit www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON Warning System Community Forum and on the DEFCON Twitter feed DEFCON WS Alerts. You may also subscribe to the DEFCON Warning System mailing list. Please note that Twitter updates may be subject to delays. The next scheduled update is 1 p.m., the 24th of November 2025. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this report of the DEFCON Warning System.